Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and we have some friends and some sisters, among others, coming to visit us today and talk about something quite unique to this area. So on the couch, we have Miss Patty Oser here as well with Miss Sister Jean Marie Ballard. Ballard, that is right. Okay. And you guys are here to talk about something really unique and fun that's coming to more of the Ferdinand area of Du Bois County, but I'm going to let you guys kind of take the floor and tell us how we got to this point to host these kind of events that we'll go into detail in a few minutes.
A couple of years ago, the sisters offered a Laudato Si circle to the local area. It was in one of our brochures. Laudato Si is Pope Francis' encyclical on care of our common home. So the circle gathered to study the encyclical, to pray, and to do something. We don't want to just talk about it. We want to do something. So the film series is kind of a result of us brainstorming and saying, what can we do to raise the awareness of the encyclical, of our responsibility.
Yeah, so this is to kind of bring to light, this is the Season of Creations film series, and there's 3 different films that we'll get into in a little bit, but these are more centered towards various climate action or climate awareness, little informational documentaries, right?
Yes.
So this is more along the lines of not necessarily fully immersed in religion and its education, but more this is a event or a series of events promoted by the Sisters of St. Benedict for the community.
Yes.
Yes. And so why, I would love to ask why these 3 films?
Well, I believe because they're very impactful films. If you watch them, you cannot go away from there without being impacted. I mean, we can talk about what each one of these films are about if we want to later on, but
yes.
They're very impactful films, and I think that's why we chose them, to say, here's what's happening to our planet. Here's what's happening, and here's what we need to take action.
Yes, and this is a great series of events, not only for people who are just wanting to look for something to do versus people who want to see these and become educated and see what they can do. I would like to say that these movies are meant to be catalysts for people to go back out into the community and start doing things in a more greener way, right?
Exactly.
Is that the intention for all of these then, in a general sense? One of many intentions, I imagine.
Right. To raise awareness. Maybe we've all heard about the coral reefs and their plight right now. I just found out recently that there's a farmer in the area that's doing a whole bunch to heal the soil. So I haven't met him or I haven't met the farm, but I want to go talk to him because he's doing what is going on in the film Kiss the Ground.
Okay, so you gave teases for 2 of the 3 films. So whoever wants to take the floor, I'd love to hear about the 3 films you guys are showing over the next few months, like what they're about and when they're gonna be shown.
Well, I'll take the first one, the Chasing Coral. It's about how our coral reefs are dying. And divers have taken a long time to study this, haven't just gone down there and, they've taken a long period of time to study this and show how over the course of many years now, our coral reefs have been dying and the extent to which they're dying. And when you hear that, it is shocking. So, it is a very impactful film. You will learn a lot about how the coral supports all of the ocean life. And if we lose our coral, how devastating that can be. You will learn that this is happening because the ocean's temperature is increasing. And of course, you'll learn why that is happening in this film. So really done over a course of several years, very, very impactful.
So as people probably already guessed, but just to say it indefinitely, these are all nonfiction films. They have research backed by them on each various topic, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
So these aren't, I mean, although I would say probably all of these are recommended for all ages, this is something that everyone should be more open-minded to and be willing to watch to just see the general effects.
Yes.
Yeah. So this Chasing Coral is happening Sunday, September 10th at 2 p.m. at the St. Benedict Brewworks Auditorium. Now, is this a free event? Are kids allowed? What do we need to know to want to make this our plans for Sunday afternoon?
It's a free event. Goodwill donations will be accepted. Bring anybody that wants to come. The sooner we educate our children, the better. I mean, I knew our coral was dying. I had no idea it was dying at this rate.
Wow.
So everybody has something to learn.
So do we have to RSVP for these events?
There's a QR code on the flyers that have been distributed where you can register. If you don't register, just come anyway.
Okay.
All are welcome.
Okay.
Right.
That is
All
what
are welcome.
I want to make sure that we get that out there. And it doesn't matter if you're an expert on X, Y, or Z, you're a green fiend, or you're just, you don't know anything about it. This is your time to just come and watch a good documentary film at the very least, and then hopefully learn something
Right.
and take it with you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So Kiss the Ground is the second installment, and this one's happening in October. So what is Kiss the Ground about?
Kiss the Ground is about the ground, the soil. Scientists, farmers have done a lot of research. I don't know if it's said in this film, but experts say that there's about 60 years of topsoil left.
Wow.
Concerned that we have enough topsoil to continue feeding the planet. So it's regenerative farming. That's what the film is about. Experts from the state, the county, go around teaching regenerative farming practices to help heal the soil. The way we've farmed for a long time has depleted the soil, or is depleting the soil of its nutrients.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to do things to counteract this, regenerate the soil.
And it's definitely, I mean, the way that you explained it, it makes a lot of sense. A lot of people don't realize that that's a non-renewable resource in the fact that we mass produce things that grow inside topsoil. So this is highlighting an event or a phenomenon in a different way. It's the things that we overlook as humans in our daily lives as consumers. So being able to highlight that and realize that, it's bigger than you'd think, even if you aren't a farmer and you're not involved in farming at all, is something really neat. I knew about the corals, did not know about the soil. So even someone who's somewhat aware of these issues, you may still learn something new. And I cannot stress that enough. It's never ending, I feel like. But this is your event for Sunday, October 8th at 2 p.m. And again, at the St. Benedict Brewworks Auditorium. And you guys are having these events in monthly installments, right?
Yes.
So you have enough space, you go watch the film, you go act and try to do good things, and then you come back for another one, kind of.
And invite your friends to come with you.
Yes. And again, cannot stress enough that this is a free event. You just get to come and be and learn, hopefully watch, then learn something new. So your final film is in November, and it's 2040. What is it? Those are just numbers to most people. What is 2040?
2040 is the year 2040. This is an upbeat film. Parents are talking to their child or working with their child. I think the opening scene is they are planting a tree. So the film is about what are things that we know about now that we can do and help the earth return to its full splendor. You know, if we can do these things that we already know about, by 2040, this is what we can expect our planet to look like.
Oh, I again, as someone who's faced some green fatigue of like not knowing what to do as one individual, I think that's a beautiful way to kind of end on a good note, and it gives you something to take and run with and hopefully make change with.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I would love to ask both of you, why should people come and see these films? Again, if you're speaking to the individual who doesn't care about climate and all these issues versus someone who's really invested, why should people come and see these 3 films? So it's a very big question, I know.
I think just to educate themselves about what actually is happening to our planet. I know there's a lot of controversy about whether we really have a climate crisis or we don't. And you can still come to these films with that in mind. These are research-backed films. You're going to walk away with new information. Take it and do with it as you wish. I just think it's come with an open mind and learn what you can learn.
Yeah.
We chose these films as a way to celebrate the season of creation. The season of creation began 1989 in Europe. The Eastern Orthodox Patriarch initiated a World Day of Prayer for creation. So, you know, it's been going on for a long time. Pope Francis, in 2015, embraced it for the Catholic Church. But the season of creation is really an ecumenical movement to raise people's awareness about God's creation. People all over the world are gathering in their local areas to do various things. It could be planting flowers, planting trees, praying, maybe cleanup of a river, you know, all kinds of things for the season of creation.
Yes, and it takes the individual action and the small actions to kind of grow and become a bigger thing. I think your choice of films is super fitting, especially for the theme of season of creation or the embodiment of it and what people can do in maintaining the earth that we've been given. I think that's really very much special. So if people have more questions or kind of unsure about things, or they want to make sure they're going to arrive at the right place, where do we need to go, or who do we need to contact for more information?
They can contact me at the monastery. Call our main office, 812-367-1411. Go on our website or Facebook page. There will be information on there about it.
Yes, and I know you guys specifically have a Season of Creation Films webpage that everyone can go and, again, get the synopsis of the films, know when it's going to air, when it's going to be shown, which is at the same day on the same time every month. So, again, it's Chasing Coral on Sunday, September 10th at 2 p.m., Kiss the Ground, Sunday, October 8th at 2 p.m., and then 2040 on Sunday, November 12th at 2 p.m., all at the St. Benedict Brewworks Auditorium in Ferdinand. So everyone just already needs to put it in their calendars. That's going to be the matinee they see. And again, this is a free showing. You get to hang out with like-minded people, hopefully like-minded people, and just experience something and learn something together, which is a unique experience in itself.
Yes.
So what haven't we touched on that needs to be said before we let you ladies go today?
Also, as a part of the season of creation, there will be a green mass that is said by the Diocese of Evansville. Anyone in the diocese is invited. Anyone from anywhere is invited, but from the diocese. It will be a green mass on Saturday, September 16th at 11 a.m. Central Time, and it will be at St. Mary's Catholic Church at 613 Cherry Street. It's just another way to celebrate the season of creation.
That's
and
what I was
our diocese has stepped forth to do that green mass.
That's what I was going to ask. What makes green mass different than regular Catholic mass?
Well, I believe that there is is it a red mass that highlights lawyers?
Okay.
You know, so a green mass is highlighting creation. You know, it's the general format of mass, but the readings highlight creation. Yeah. And it's another way for people to come together and pray for our planet.
Which is a beautiful thing. See, I'm not very well skilled in my religion, of course, so I don't know the differences, but I would imagine that everyone's welcome to this green mass, right?
Yes.
Even if you practice regularly or you don't know for sure and you just want that that time to reflect, which is great. Well, ladies, is there anything else we need to make sure to talk about? You've got some great films coming up. They're on our community calendar at WJTS.tv, so everyone can plan for them. And again, you guys have your website and all this other stuff, but the season of creation is... We're going to make it a bigger deal this year. We're gonna make sure everybody comes out to celebrate and watch these films.
Well, one other thing, we have the Laudato Si Circle.
Yes.
Will be having a booth at the Ferdinand Folk Fest.
Okay.
And we will be there to celebrate the season of creation in that way also. So stop by and you can have another opportunity to learn and take information and about other ways you can get involved. Very
good to know. That's a great opportunity for people to be able to come up in a casual way and ask more information.
Right.
I know I assume there's a lot we could go into detail with that individual group, but I'm not even going to try to butcher the name, so I'm going to leave it there. But there's a lot that the group probably does that brings this type of thing to our community, which is amazing. Just tremendous, tremendous stuff that we wouldn't have unless these things were in our community. But yeah. Well, unless there's anything else, I want to make sure you ladies have the floor.
I think that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you both for coming on and giving us all this amazing information. Again, every month there's going to be something which is super, I don't think you see that very often. So just a little bit each month, you can take it with you and again, just spread that information and become more aware of these problems and also celebrate the season of creation in a different way.
Exactly.
So we appreciate your time today and, of course, all the fun stuff. And I appreciate my twin who wore the green today. We didn't plan that, but have to mention it. So thank you so much, of course. And thank you so much at home for watching. This has been your 18 WJTS in.form, where we are local people watching local people.